Hi, I'm Daniel Cantona, Vice President of Data, Insight and Technology, Asia Pacific, for Collinson. I'm here today to talk to you about igniting customer loyalty in financial services. The customer loyalty landscape has changed. In part due to the pandemic, there has been a quick and dramatic shift to online, and this has resulted in consumers expecting far more sophisticated experiences across all the digital interactions that they make. This disruption has resulted in a generational shift in consumer behaviour, and in turn, this is reshaping the discipline of loyalty marketing. Ultimately, understanding online behaviour is more important now than ever before. So how is this changing the landscape on the financial services sector? From our experience of working across 1,400 banking clients for the last 30 years, we can see that there are a number of challenges hitting the financial services industry today. For instance, many large multinational banks are looking to update their legacy tech stacks to deliver seamless digital experiences that are the expectation of today's consumers. They're also working hard to reduce the data silos, which will empower them so that they can deliver the truly personalised, timely, and relevant experiences that their customers have come to expect and demand. On the other hand, we see neobanks have quite quickly achieved high engagement, but they now need to build trust and deepen the value amongst their new customer base in order to retain them. There's also some smaller consumer banks who are at risk of losing what has historically differentiated them, which is that human connection and those niche local relationships. They need to find ways to stay relevant in the new and highly digitized world. So how can organisations in the financial industry overcome these challenges, ward off the disruptors, and build lifelong loyalty amongst their most valuable customers? So as well as talking to a large number of financial services clients, we regularly conduct market research. And our most recent research was focusing on what are people doing today with their loyalty programs and what are they looking to do in the future. So when we asked people what were the main benefits or features of their loyalty programs today, these were the top 3 responses. The first one was discounts or money off on third-party partner products or services. The second was discounts or money off on their own brands. And the third was rewards, points and miles. So historically very transactional loyalty tactics. We then additionally asked what was their view of the future and where did they see the direction of loyalty going? And these were the top 3 responses. So the first one, more of the same at greater scale to drive customer value and market coverage. The second, quite worryingly, was increased consumer apathy to loyalty programs. And the third was increased consumer concerns around data issues. And this is one that we're all aware of. There's an increasing demand for us to be careful with the data that we handle for our customers, and there's a large amount of legislation which is coming through globally, which we have to be cognizant of. So I'm sure everyone's aware of that as a major future concern. Interestingly, of the 9 options that we gave in our most recent piece of research, only 8% of the people polled considered emotional connectivity was something that was relevant for the future direction of their loyalty program. Now, we found that very interesting, and it's significant because true loyalty is achieved when a customer feels emotionally connected to the brand, and that's largely driven by shared values or a sense of community. So in another study, a recent study carried out by Salesforce, despite 66% of the people who were polled responding saying that they expected personalised, frictionless, tailored interactions, only 34% of that same group felt that those were being addressed. And now if only 8% of people are looking to address emotional connectivity into the future, we can see that the issues of only 34% receiving what they feel they need today is going to become a bigger problem going into the future. So this problem isn't going away anytime soon if things carry on the way they are. The good news is that when we asked what elements do you think will drive the greatest return, we had some very interesting responses. So of the 8 options that we gave, the number one response was creating a seamless customer experience across all customer touchpoints and channels. So that's great. And the second one, which is really, really important, is embedding loyalty as a core business function versus a siloed or a bolt-on program. And this is one that we see as critical. Loyalty expands across multiple departments of an organization. It touches marketing, it touches finance, and it spreads across the organization. And whenever a loyalty program is built within a single department, it's difficult for it to grow and for it to get the reach that it needs to really make a difference to the consumer. So this is something which we think is really important, that is being considered as something which needs to change in the future. So where are the main 3 areas of investment in the next few years? So of the questions that we asked, these were the top 3 responses. Technology infrastructure. This includes the data management, but also loyalty management systems. The second top response was rewards innovation. So adding new value experiences and loyalty rewards creation. And this, I believe, is critical. As consumers have a diverse set of needs and wants and an expectation of personalization and individual loyalty interactions with a brand, it's critical that we innovate in the space of rewards and recognition in order to be able to get the breadth and scale to address our diverse audiences. The third most popular response was building a single customer view, data management and analytics. And this is absolutely key. In order to be able to unlock the need or the ability to drive those personalized one-to-one experiences, we need to have our data in order. We need to be able to manage, govern it, and run the right analytics to be able to identify the needs, wants, and feelings of our customers. So this one is really critical and foundational in terms of what we need. We dug a bit deeper and looked at the loyalty innovations that businesses are implementing in the financial services sector. And as you can see, there are a number which are already well underway. In particular, paid loyalty strategies was the most common response, where there is already work underway. However, you can see from the results that there is still a large number of financial services organisations that are still just considering implementation of some of these innovations. And one of the most interesting ones that stood out for me was that 48% are still only considering the implementation of AI within their loyalty experience, which is very interesting because that is something which I see as foundational. Also, zero-party data collection still sees a large number of people only considering it versus doing it, which is interesting because these are some of the innovations which really are going to make a difference and be able to enable brands to really stand out in the future. So where does this lead us? So in summary, loyalty is due an upgrade across its moving parts. And there are 3 core areas where we believe the upgrade is required. These are trust. Customers need to trust us. They need to be able to feel that their personal data has value, and that choosing to share it with us is a deliberate exchange. And in return, we are going to provide them with experiences, personalization, and value. When we're transparent and honest about this use of data and we deliver meaningful and bespoke interactions, it's more likely that our customers will trust us and share more information with us in the future. The second one is value. So we need to ensure that we are providing a value exchange over time. And this enables us to build richer customer profiles and create, in turn, better, more relevant experiences. There's a virtuous circle to this, that the more value we provide, the more information we can capture. Customers need to feel that they're gaining benefits from participating in the loyalty program, and to truly feel that there is value that they gain from being part of it, that it's enhancing their lives, making their lives easier, or by in some way recognizing them for who they are. And finally, experiences. These value exchanges often are brought to life through some form of status enhancing experience. So providing consumers with access to things that like money can't buy, VIP statuses, sustainable experiences, things which they wouldn't necessarily transact with on a day-to-day basis. These create those surprise moments or those delight moments where they feel that this is something I didn't anticipate I would receive from this brand, and that can build truly powerful emotional loyalty, and allows the brands that do these to really stand out amongst their competitors. So here at Collinson, we believe that there is a key to building a complete loyalty ecosystem, and it has three parts. It starts with advanced analytics. So this is where we are gathering data to understand our customer and be able to start to talk to them about something. The second part is marketing automation. So this is once we've understood something about our customer, we can start to build a dialogue with them and have relevant conversations with them through the content that we expose to them. And the third part is loyalty management. So this is taking customers through a process of behavioral change where we can try to encourage them to do the things we want, and we can test and learn and see which tactics have success and which fail. In turn, that generates more data, which brings us back to the first step, where we can do further analytics to understand our customers further and create a new dialogue, and then the circle continues. And this evolves in stages. So at the beginning of the journey, we need to obviously have data. So it starts with building a foundational data asset which has got value and has meaning and has information that we can use to understand our customers. From there, we then want to understand that data and extract some value from that through segmentation, so we can group our customers into similar groups. From there, we can start to build personalization and engagement as we move up the maturity curve and we gather more data. From that personalization, we can then test and learn, and we can start to understand how to truly customize and get down to one-to-one experiences or one-to-one sets of personalization with those customers. And ultimately, where we want to get to at stage 5 is we want to build community. So we want to generate user-driven content that we can then use to have customers interacting with each other through the community and rewarding them for doing so. So in turn, the customers keep the loyalty of the program running autonomously through interacting with each other, sharing their experiences and sharing the value that they've gained from the program. So coming back to that previous statistic about only 8% consider emotional connectivity relevant to the future of their loyalty programs. So how do we get to emotional connectivity? So there are 3 key must-haves for the future of FS Loyalty. The first one is go beyond products. So you need to provide consistent experiences globally and enhance the lifestyle of your client. Here at Collinson, we work with a number of banks to provide consistent travel benefits to their customers, so wherever they are in the world, they experience the same high status, high level of experience whenever they travel and they spend with that particular bank. The second one is build trust by becoming an orchestrator of connected ecosystems. So another way that we support a number of our customers is we enable them to connect together multiple programs within their banking super app, so that the customers have one place to come where they can access a whole number of recognitions, rewards and benefits all in one place. The third is to maintain deep relationships with your niche audiences through a bespoke approach. So where you are one of those organizations who has historically operated on having that close customer relationship, build out something that's different, build out something that's unique to yourself, unique to your brand. And that's something which we've helped a number of brands to do as well. So the last message I'll leave you with is this: loyalty is mission control. New customer acquisition is 6 to 7 times more expensive than retention, and a 5% increase in retention can increase revenue by 25 to 95%. So really, this is something which you should be thinking about, and you should be thinking about how you can make this stand out in the future and start to back some of these innovations today. So thank you for your time. And if you'd like to contact us, please do feel free to reach out. Thank you very much.